Success is a journey, not a destination. Good morning, children. So far, we have completed 3 units in botany, such as transportation in plants, plant hormones, and reproduction in plants. Today, we are going to start a new lesson, that is breeding and biotechnology. This is Unit 20. In that, we are going to see plant breeding, modern agricultural practices and crop improvement, green revolution, breeding for high yield and better quality, plant breeding for disease resistance, plant breeding for insects pest resistance, plant breeding for improved nutritional quality. India's population is likely to reach 1.7 billion by 2050. Current rate of India's food production will be able to meet only 59% of the country's food demand at that time. How can India feed 1.7 billion people by 2050? This can be made possible by plant breeding and animal husbandry. What do you mean by plant breeding? Plant breeding is the art of developing economically important plants with a superior quality. Another emergence is the biotechnology. Next, let us pass on to modern agricultural practices and crop improvement. Modern agricultural practices are activities carried out to improve cultivation of plants. It includes preparation of soil, sowing seeds, application of manures and fertilizers, proper irrigation, protection from weeds and pests, harvesting, threshing and storage. The aim of crop improvement is to develop improved crop varieties possessing higher yield, better quality, resistance to disease and shorter duration. Children, next we pass on to green revolution. What do you mean by green revolution? Green revolution is the process of increasing food production through high yielding crop varieties and modern agricultural techniques in underdeveloped and developing nations. Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, an American agronomist, the father of green revolution, received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1970. In India, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan joined with Dr. Borlaug in bringing green revolution by introducing Mexican wheat varieties. This eventually increased wheat and rice production between 1960 and 2000, the year 2000. Then breeding for high yield and better quality. Major challenge that India faced during post-independence period was having enough food production for the growing population. Efforts were taken to develop high yielding varieties of crops leading to green revolution. Semi-dwarf varieties in wheat and rice. Sonalika and Kalyan Sona are semi-dwarf varieties of wheat developed from high-yielding semi-dwarf fertilizer-responsive wheat varieties from Mexico. Children, what do you mean by dwarf? Dwarf means short varieties. Then IR8. IR8 is otherwise called miracle rice. This IR8 is a high-yielding semi-dwarf rice variety developed by International Rice Research Institute, IRRI. Philippines. In 1966, this was first introduced in Philippines and India. It was a hybrid variety of a high-yielding rice variety, that is pita from Indonesia, and DGO shortly called DGWG, a dwarf variety from China. Children, next we pass on to plant breeding for disease resistance. Plant diseases are caused by pathogens like viruses, bacteria and fungi. This affects crop yield. Hence, it is important to develop disease-resistant varieties of crops that would increase the yield and reduce the use of fungicides and bactericides. Some disease-resistant varieties developed by plant breeding are given given in the tabular column. That is wheat, cauliflower and cowpea. Cowpea is nothing but our common chundal. Wheat, the variety developed is Himgiri. The variety is called Himgiri. And what are the disease resistant varieties for leaf and stipe rust and hillbunt? These are the diseases. And cauliflower, the variety is Pusa Shibra and Pusa Snowball K1, and the disease variety is black rot. Then cowpea, Pusa Komal, it is a bacterial blight. Then next we pass on to plant breeding for insects and pest resistance. In addition to microorganisms, a large number of insects and pests also cause damage to the crops. Hence, insect and pest resistant crop varieties were developed. Some of the crops and the variety and the disease resistance of pest, insect and pests are given in the tabular column. They are Brassica. Brassica is nothing but cabbage. The variety is Pusa Gaurav, and the resistant to insect or pest is aphids. Aphids are nothing but very small insect like grasshopper. Then flat beans. Flat beans commonly we called as avaraka. Then Pusa, the variety developed is Pusa Sem 2 and Pusa Sem 3. Then the disease resistant to insect pest are leaf hopper, aphids and fruit borer, which boring the fruits are called fruit borer. Lady's finger, Pusa Savani and Pusa A4. The resistance to insects and pests are shoot and fruit borer. They drill the shoot and fruit. Children, next we pass on to plant breeding for improved nutritional quality. Undernutrition and protein malnutrition among human population is a major health problem which has been receiving much focus throughout the world. Apart from human beings, it also affects the health of farm animals. To combat these conditions, human and animal health are to be determined by the nutritional quality of the feed crops. The nutritional quality of crops depends on quality and quantity of nutrients. The nutritional quality may be improved with respect to its protein content and quality of protein, oil content and mineral content. Okay, next we pass on to biofortification. Biofortification is the scientific process of developing crop plants enriched with high levels of desirable nutrients like vitamins, proteins and minerals. Some examples of crop varieties developed as a result of biofortification are Protina, Shakti and Ratna are lysine-rich maize hybrids. These hybrids are developed in India. Then Atlas 66. This is a protein-rich wheat variety. Next, iron-rich fortified rice variety. Iron-rich rice variety. Then vitamin A enriched carrots, pumpkin and spinach also developed by biofortification. Children, in the more to know, I have given about Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Dr. G. Nammalwar. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is called as the father of Indian Green Revolution, and Dr. G. Nammalwar is the Tamil agricultural scientist, environmental activist and organic farming expert. Children, now we come to the end of the class. I am going to give some questions as homework. This is worksheet number 9. First question. Biofortification may help in removing hidden hunger. How? Discuss the method of breeding for disease resistance. Name 3 improved characteristics of wheat and rice wheat that helped India to achieve high productivity. Name 2 maize hybrids rich in amino acid lysine.